So, good evening. We are back again. 3-point collectors at the lane. 3-point lane. Topspurs rattled. They are absolutely rattled with that win. Oh, you were so lucky. Get in the bin. Betty Almeida, hijo de puta. Yeah, kangaroos in what? Kangaroos in sauce. Yeah, get in the bin. Yeah, them lots are crap. Yeah, and I've been telling everyone all season they will not get top four. But they're happy. They're over the moon. They've got their Tottenham back. Sacked Antonio Conte in 4th, and they're currently 5th a whole year later. Absolute dead chicken ball FC. Jez, how's your Monday going?
Fantastic. Loved it. I popped out today to go to some shops, met up with a local guy I drink in the pub with, and I absolutely ripped him apart. He just didn't know. He's a nice guy, actually. He's a really nice fella. But I actually took him to the cleaners. I said, "Are you really that crap? Really crap?" I said, "Can we let you back into that game?" And he was like, "Oh, well, you know, we're in transition." Transition. I mean, oh, really? What stage of transition are you in exactly? Nobody could ever actually tell me what phase Arsenal were in. So I'd love to know. And he's like, "Right, well, nice to see you, mate. I've got to go." I was like, "See you then. Bye. Don't cry."
Right, mate, they're deluded, but they're good luck to them because they've gone 17 years without a trophy. So, you know, I suppose scoring twice against us is a trophy. In fact, they've scored 4 against us this season, so it's a double, isn't it? But this comment's cracking me up, man. So big up Ian, man. He said P Diddy Lane. Kenny, my friend, I bet Monday's going well for you as well.
Hey, it was just lovely to be there. But I'll tell you one thing: is the most I didn't realise after I came out of the ground, got home, I was absolutely shattered. Because it was like getting to the ground. You know, I met up with Mike Feinberg. He's down for a while. Actually, he's down to the end of the season. Man, he's got a pass. You know, I was with Dan and his dad, and we were just, me and Mike walked the gauntlet. Had a good time. I'll tell you one thing, it was like putting on weight going down the high road. It was full of food shops and everything. But to get there, you know, we got there about an hour and 45 minutes before, got in the ground about an hour and a half, got our tickets. I'll tell you one thing there. What an atmosphere. Our away fans are the best out there. They sang their hearts out, you know, in the Bowser Stadium. I'm sure I sent you guys the video. And also during the match, never stopped singing. But what an atmosphere and what a match as well. It was a very good game. You know, we self-harmed a bit, but not enough for us to lose the match. But I think when Spurs self-harmed, that was it. You know, like I said, the script had to be don't mistakes against us. You know, you have to play to the best of your ability. And that means everyone from the goalkeeper onwards. And they just didn't do it. And that's why we won the game. You know, they self-harmed. But, you know, it just shows you one thing, right? We dug deep. It wasn't all plain and sailing, but we'll discuss that in the show.
Big up to this guy, Dylan, as well. Dylan, good job. I don't care what you think, mate. Dear, oh dear. It's funny. I'll get this. Yeah, can't big up. Cheers, Jez. Cheers, guys. Cheers. And I want to get the super chat real quick before it comes to you, mate. Agree with Lee usually. If we don't win the league, but win every game to the end, is it right to fire the manager after dropping 2 games in 2024? Yes, because the season started in 2023, not 2024. I hope that answers the question, my bro. But yeah, all of this, we've only dropped 2 games and blah, blah. No. The season started in August, bro. Not for me, but thank you, man. Appreciate it always. Matty, man, what's life saying? Man said the Venkies.
Going well, brother.
in minutes. But...
Going well, brother. Going well, man. Anytime you beat that lot, you know, it's always a good win. And of course, you know, considering everything that is on the line, you can't ask for anything more. So, you know, yesterday was a really, really nice day. It seemed like it went by fast. When you win like that, it just seems like the whole day just kind of zooms right on by. But yep, had Had a few gaps there in the second half, but for the most part, we got the win. And at this stage, you know, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on. Big up to everyone locked in, man. Smash these likes up. If we do win the league, I'm taking full credit for it because since I got the glasses, the process is banged. Make sure you sub to all the guys' channels. I'll have the links in the chat in a minute. Man said, where did Matty find that? Mate, anyone who don't know, yeah, the Venkis, I don't know if they still do. I don't think they do. They are, I think they're from India, and they own a chicken company, right, that sells chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they bought Blackburn Football Club. I'm not sure if they still own them. Yeah, and obviously Tottenham are the Chicken Ball FC in it. So come on, Matty, he's bringing it, bruv. But yeah, Jez, let me start with you, man. That game, we started crap. I can't lie. The first 5-10 minutes, I was thinking, what are we doing? Like, genuinely, we ain't got hold of the ball. We kept giving it away. They were pushing us right up the pitch. But I said to the lads, I was like, yo, one ball over the top and we've got this like easy. That's the easiest way to do Tottenham is just soak the pressure up, bang, straight over the top. And it didn't happen like that for the first goal. The first goal, what a header from Højbjerg.
Class.
He finished up like a prime Alan Shearer. What a goal. And then the second one, what a ball from, I'm going to call him Havertz for the rest of this stream. Yeah, because he has actually delivered the damn minerals. And Johnny Minerals is having seizures, bruv. Yeah, because he told us all. He's got the Bergkamp minerals. What a pass. And the first touch from Saka. I thought we link up back inside. I thought, what has he done, man? But he's got that left foot shot locked down every time. And then, yeah, man, it was a comfy, wasn't it? We got the third goal. And again, a lovely cross into the box from the corner. And Havertz again. Straight there, Bosch, have some of that. And then David Raya. And we were so comfy at that point of the game. Yeah, this lot, the way they're having street parties, this lot, I've seen them all day. The way they're having street parties about, oh, you were lucky. Yeah, Romero should have scored 4 goals. Should have, could have, didn't, mate. Yeah. Yeah, if your owner actually got his wallet out more, mate, you might not be waffling about getting 2 goals against this. You might have scored 4. How unlucky, Yo Di Puta. But it was a very nervy ending, Jez. How nerve-wracking was it in your gaff?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was watching that and I was like, uh-oh, it's could be naughty. And yeah, I'm still out there with the penalty situation. I've been watching debates today on Sky TV and all that, and I'm still not convinced that was a penalty to Tottenham. Anyway, that's another story for another part of the channel, maybe. But yeah, it was a great 3-0 up first half. I thought, yeah, this is only going to go one way now. This is going to be 4, 5, maybe 6. We came out that second half, guys, and we just seemed to have slacked. We just sat back, and I thought, no. This is a North London derby. We could get well caught out here. I mean, I don't think either team played brilliantly, to be honest. We had spells where, you're right, Havertz, I thought, was exceptional. I gave him man of the match for my player rating yesterday. I thought the guy he just looked on it. You know, he just looked so pumped for that game. And there was times also where I think Ødegaard could have been a little bit more dominant with the team. Rice certainly was. He was really having a go at some of the players, which is in a game like this, you know, I just would think, as was the words of the great Tony Adams, we don't lose today. You know, against Tottenham many years ago, that was his said in the changing room. We don't lose today. Was that said in the change room? I don't know. I hope it was, but we got it over the line. You know, the chicken on the ball fell apart again, and great win, 3 points. The only thing is, I was a bit disappointed in Forest, man. You know, they just didn't turn up.
That game was jarring, man. They should have been winning 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they could have done us a big favour because, yeah, as Matty said earlier in the group chat, we've got Bournemouth up next, and you know they're not going to be easy. They're coming to the Emirates. It's not going to be easy. I think we'll beat them. I do. Then we have to go up to Old Trafford. Could it be a lot too late because I really, really don't see, if I sit here being sensible, I don't see Man City dropping any points. I really don't, sadly. And we could look back on certain games, guys, and say, well, that's where we lost it. Fulham, both games. West Ham, maybe. Aston Villa game, certainly. That could be, we've done it all for nothing, which I think would be heartbreaking for all of us. Certainly for the fan base that have travelled home and away. But we got it over the line. It's a North London derby, and we got the 3 points, and unlucky Tottenham. But I don't mean that. Hard luck. You crap.
Nah, F them. F them. They can go and celebrate getting their Tottenham back, mate. Yeah, they were 3-0 down. This is what makes me laugh with this football club, yeah? They were 3-0 down, right, after 37 minutes. On 41 minutes, they were walking into the concourse.
Yes.
To go and give the ownership more money whilst they're watching. This is how thick they are. Whilst they're watching their team get systematically destroyed in front of them from a team that weren't even playing well. Because we weren't great in that first half. And we were 3-0 up. Yeah, and they're all on the concourse. 5 minutes into the second half, that side of that stadium was empty because they were still getting their drinks and their food. Absolute divs. Absolute divs.
You didn't know you know why they did that? They had a pre-sale on Duran tickets.
Early access tickets discount. Hi, Matty, that's class. Oh, that's too funny, man. Matty, you crack me up.
And while they were there, they requested save a prayer.
Oh, yeah, man, you're on it today, man. Kenny, you was at the ground. You managed to make it in and out alive. Atmosphere looked amazing in the away end. I can't lie. Yeah, every time they panned in on the TV, it looked unreal, man. Unreal. What was it like being in the crowd, man? And the game.
Oh, the crowd was fantastic. You know, our away fans was unbelievable. You know, when you go to your away end, when you know, right on top of you, you got the some executive boxes with Spurs fans, and they're all littered around you. Then you got the upper tier. You can see a lot of their fans as well. So some of them were giving it a large. Like one guy was saying, "Yeah, I can take all of you. Let's have it." And yeah, getting pulled away by his mates, all sort of silliness and all that. But you know, the team turned up yesterday. One thing I will say actually, Matty has actually got a point. During the game, before the game and after the game, they were advertising tickets because they got a show in June.
See,
Cold Jam. It was actually they're actually in Cold Jam, and then there was some football because they were
some football. There was some football.
No, but I mean, again, they were advertising some sort of football, event because I think the 10th of August they got Bayern Munich at the lane as well. So first it was Cold Jam, which I found pretty confusing because I said 6th of June. I said, well, I don't know what you're advertising here. There's going to be no football events, and I realised it was Cold Jam. And then in August it's a game against Bayern Munich. So let's get that one out of the way. But let's face it, Spurs were up for that match. To be honest, they started with purpose, but not much quality. Their team sheet was a bit surprising to me. I mean, they're playing Bentancur, Maddison, and like Højbjerg, and I was thinking, bloody hell, against Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Like Højbjerg's, playing a few derbies. Maddison hasn't looked the best since he's come out of fitness, and Bentancur, good player, but is he the right player for that fit? So I thought, you know what, that team sheet, I like that team sheet. And I thought would help us out a bit. But I must admit, when we scored our goal from the set piece, I thought this is probably going to take the legs away from them. But we have to talk about their goal because I must admit, when Van der Ven scored what's to be a disallowed goal, everyone in the Arsenal end just put our hands up and said, we just thought, goal, that's a goal. We were stunned when it was called offside because we could see the ball coming off about two of our players and then falling in the path of Van der Ven, and we were shocked. We were absolutely shocked. Mike was shocked. Dan and his dad, they're all shocked because we're thinking, wow, that's a bit harsh. But, I've seen it today and it was a good decision. But the second goal was a peach because, again, right in front of us, we saw, Kulusevski go down. I think, I've seen some of them given. I've seen the referee at least look at it. And then Madison went down. And then they just stopped. Gave Havertz all that time. And then as soon as Davies let Saka go cut in, I just thought, you idiot. But thanks for that. Because I just knew he put the ball away. And then the third goal was even funnier because, again, set pieces. I was on a Topspurs show last week and I said to them, your goalkeeper and you guys on set pieces is going to be the downfall of you. You don't sort them out this Sunday. And 2 goals, 2 set pieces, a ball over the top, self-harming. And after that, I was like Jez, I was a bit frustrated because I was thinking, you know what? We did have at least one chance where Saka produced that save from Vicario with his feet. And then after that, it was probably too comfortable. And then when they scored their first goal, the tension, in the away end was just like palpable because we were just thinking, oh no. And then you could see that every time they went in an attack, their crowd got lifted. And then thankfully, Brennan Johnson just kept on putting the crosses in for David Raya to reach. But, David Raya was a bit of a pork chop as well because, he giving the goal away was pathetic because they let him back in the game. But the penalty, again, we weren't sure. But the players were going really mad, and I got a text from my wife who's watching at home, and she said, "Sorry, that's a penalty." So I wasn't surprised when he went over because we went over to have a look at it, and when it's funny because at the ground they actually showed the incident, and we all went, "Yeah, no problem." We didn't have a problem with that goal that penalty being given, and then we were just thinking, bloody hell, we were just praying that there wasn't that much time of injury time. In fact, it was 6 minutes, but on the whole, we dug in. When we needed to, crack the whip, we did, and we got the 3 goals. So I don't think Spurs fans should have any complaints because, let's face it, it's not our fault you didn't do your homework during those 2 weeks. And the other day we needed the points, but touching what Lee said about the Nottingham Forest game as well, I have to be honest, I didn't expect Nottingham Forest to do anything. I expect Nottingham Forest to, play with a bit of passion, but passion isn't enough to beat a team of like Man City, especially with their options they have. So, we just got to keep on knocking on that door. Bournemouth as well. It's funny to say that because Bournemouth are going to be dangerous because teams that have got nothing to play for, they're either going to be on the beach or they're even going to be more dangerous because you think about it, there's no pressure on them whatsoever. They're not going to get relegated. They're further away from Europe. So they could just play with, relaxation. There's nothing to stop Dominic Solanke thinking, you know what, I'm in a shop window now. If I score get on a score sheet, that might push me towards Gareth's thinking for the Euros. And you've got Justin Kluivert having a good season. And they've got a new striker as well, Unas, the Turkish guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's looked pretty good. I can't lie, he's looked pretty good, that lad. Sorry to cut you off. They can still qualify for Conference League.
Can they qualify? Oh, so that's going to give some sense. And let's not forget.
They're currently 10th on 48 points with 3 to
go.
Oh,
definitely. All right, so
Newcastle are currently 7th on 5 points ahead of them with 4 to go. So they need snookers, but they're going to try
as much pressure as we are. They'll think, right, it's probably an outside chance, but they're going to play with a bit of freedom and abandon. And plus, they're still smart because we gave them a thrashing at their ground. And, obviously the 3-2 last year is still going to be in their minds. 2-0 up, they effed it up. 97th minute, they're going to think, you know what? Wouldn't it be great if we ruined things for Arsenal after the way they came back against us last season? So it's a game that it's going to be a bit tricky, but we've got enough quality to win it.
Yeah, 100%.
The Arsenal fan in the home end, that girl.
Oh, you know what? Whoever it was, I've got no sympathy for Arsenal fans going home, man. You know the rules. I don't care whether you came from Sydney or not.
The Spurs fans were laughing at her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But that's the thing. She's lucky. She's lucky that happened because there have been certain instances where you don't have to be from London to no, you just don't do that. You don't wear colours to Tottenham away, and you don't do something as provocative as to go in their end and start cheering their goals. To be honest, no sympathy for her, but I'm glad she got out there in one place. I'm glad that they were.
No, he'd have had the shit kicked out of him.
Bloke, young teenager, he'd have been in the Middlesex hospital. Seriously.
Sorry to cut you off. I've just typed because I haven't seen it. So I just typed in Arsenal fan Spurs end. I've got to share this video. Watch this. Look at they're all going nuts at him. Look, he's standing right at the top. Oh, that is funny, man.
That's the Wazza. That's the pork chop I was talking about. And he, I don't know how he got off lightly, but he managed to have an interview with the, like the international the fan cams. So
Have you been meeting Fan TV?
Yeah, we'll meet Fan TV. Yeah, or whatever they call themselves anyway. But yeah, they managed to get a few views. I'm sure he's interviewed because of his football knowledge, not the fact that they needed to.
Stupid thing to do, though. Very stupid.
He was. He's a prat. He's a pork chop. He's a pork chop. Simple as it. Yeah, I don't consider him one of me. I consider him as one of us. I just think of he's a pork chop that could have caused danger to himself and other Arsenal fans because of his stupidity.
It is funny though, I can't lie. But yeah, you're spot on, Kenny. It could have kicked off. Let me get these super chats real quick before I come to you, mate. And big up to everyone who's locked in. Make sure you smash these likes up. That'd be great if you haven't already. And big up to Granite Xhaka for putting one in. Kuna Carlos earlier as well. Big up to Beckett. Big up for the stream. What do you think about friends of Aaron falling out of their caves yesterday? Cheers, mate. Well, they've had to wait all season. They can jog on because he's got the golden glove. That's what can they say. What can they say? He's kept the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Yeah, and he can't be overtaken either. So they can jog on.
What the new argument is now? You know what the new argument is? It's because of the defense. That's the new argument that they're saying. It's because of the defense. He hadn't done anything to get the golden glove. The defense has done the work for him.
Well, they can all fuck off with him then, can't they? Because when he ends up at Chelsea or somewhere, they can all jog on if they love him that much. They can take his old man with him because they love selfies with him. Yeah, sick and tired of it. It's not Player FC, it's fucking Arsenal FC. What's the matter with these people, man? And this is the problem that we have with modern football in general. People rep their favourite player more than the football club. But that's a whole new debate. But big up Beckett, man. Big up to Pete as well. Come on, my bro. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're good. The too much damage was done in December and cost us. 100% agree. 100%. Can I have a lighter, please? And the ashtray. Thank you. When you finish first. Big up to Unique as well. Big up for that, Pete. Big up to Unique as well. If we don't drop points against Fulham, West Ham, and Villa, thank you. We would have been home and dry by now. And this is what people don't understand, isn't it? Yeah, they're just looking at it going, oh, yeah, but, Man City, they're a juggernaut, the 1-1-5 with the charges. Pep this, Pep that. No. If we had beaten West Ham and beaten Fulham, we got 1 point against Fulham. If we'd won both of them, there would be five points further ahead of where we are now. Forget the West Ham game. If we'd done our job against Fulham, yeah, we took 1 point off of Fulham out of 6. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We'd be 5. How many points ahead are we? Because they got a game in hand, 2 games down. Yeah, we're 1 point ahead and they've got a game in hand. Yeah, so we would have been 3 points clear even if they won the game in hand. That's crazy. So, yeah, that Fulham is the one that's effed us up, really. But, yeah, big up to Unique, man. It is very frustrating, man. Very frustrating. This is how fine the margins are in football. We're on our way to becoming the nearly team again. Frustrating. Bro, Liverpool, man. Listen, the blueprint's been there from Liverpool, mate. You have to be flawless to win this title. Yeah, and Man City, I think a lot of people have forgotten, they have gone since the 6th of December without losing a Premier League game. Yeah, and people are telling me they've fallen off. What are the rest of us doing then? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they lost a game since early December. Mad. It is crazy. Big up Unique, man. Big up to everyone locked in as well. Bournemouth 5th in the league since November. Wow. Yep.
What did I put in the chat this morning? What did I put in the chat this morning?
Yep. Third. What was it? Third
third since the beginning of the year.
Third since the beginning of the year. There you go. Yeah, and the other two that are above them were Arsenal and Man City. That's mad. It ain't going to be an easy game. Well, listen, we struggled against them last season. Reece scored in the 97th minute.
Reece.
Big up to Carlos, brother. Big up to Hengedi as well. He's gifted 5 memberships. 2, I'll tell you who. Make sure you thank him in the chat. Patman was gifted 1. Juxt was gifted 1. Arsenal First. M. And that's it.
Long hair, Yeti.
And Yeti, yeah. Why can't I see that?
He just put it in the chat. Thanks to
no, big up Yeti, man. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry. You know what it was? Because they're written in green, he's in blue. So yeah, because he's a mod. Yeah, big up Yeti as well, man. Come on, big up to everyone locked in. Thank you to everyone who's dropping donations, comments, likes, and all that. Make sure you sub. I'm going to get the lads' links in the pinned comment in a sec, yeah. Unless there's a mod in here that can get all their links, and then I'll pin it. That'd be great. Go on, mate.
No, nobody's making. Now, me and you ain't crazy because we sat there and watched that game yesterday. I don't know if Kenny saw it in the stadium or not. Saw him punch the man yesterday. Oh, in broad daylight, he punched the player.
Yeah, he punched Odegaard in the balls.
He punched him.
He punched him in the balls.
We didn't see that. We didn't see that.
You know when Odegaard was laying down in the box holding his face?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we saw him go down.
He did get clattered after that, yeah. Someone punched him in the balls, right? Yeah, and then as he went to move, yeah, one of the players was coming in this way, and they kind of sandwiched him, yeah, and it cracked him straight on the jaw. It must have hurt.
Yeah, I know. We didn't know he was. We thought, you know, like it looked like it was like a collision, like a head collision. Because we saw him over his face with ankle. Remember, he was out for concussion for a bit, wasn't he? Yeah, you know, during the Christmas, before the Christmas period, he missed a few games for concussion. So I'm thinking, was it an off? I think was he going for the ball when we saw him go down? I didn't realise it was Son. But then again, Son's not
jabbed him in the balls, mate. It's literally punched in the balls.
You know, Son, he's a lovely guy. He's not that kind of player. He wouldn't dare do that.
I mean, we were ballistic there. We were sitting there watching. I said, Lee, did you just see what I just saw? He's like, yeah, I just saw.
That's a penalty. That's a red card.
Yeah, so he punched the man right there in the nuts, you know?
Yeah, literally banged him straight with pause. That's a hard pause. But he got sandwiched by 2 players after that, and that was why he was on the floor. But they obviously checked it and just said no, because unless they missed it, I don't know. I don't think they would have missed it, because if we're seeing it, they're watching everything. They've got a billion cameras in that studio thing, haven't they? So yeah, crazy. Yeah, Richarlison headbutting Gabriel as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's pathetic. Absolute pathetic, man. He should have got sent off for that. Yeah, but this is the thing. They're out here today, all out in force here, giving it the Bertie. They're proud of the performance. They're tapping Tobes. Shameless. Man reckoned he called me yesterday. You did not call me, my friend. Yeah? He goes, I tried calling you. You didn't answer. and then he went on. It was with Joel Bayer and Chantal. He was on with Joel Bayer on some channel. Yeah, and he goes, yeah, you know, listen, Man City will win all of their games between now and the end of the season. Yeah, and I genuinely want them to beat us. I was like, what a turnaround in 24 hours, man. So I put it on my Insta, Exhibit A. So I recorded the voice messages. Yeah, Exhibit B. What a turnaround. What changed, lads? Top Spurs are rattled. But Matty, man, what did you make of it overall, man? Because listen, we were stressed. We were stressed as soon as Riot put that ball in. We were like, what a fucking div. Because now they're gonna get a second wind. Yeah, because we were fully in control. It looked like we were gonna get a fourth.
I just felt like it felt like when it happened, I was like, Lord, here go Liverpool all over again. Because they were quiet. I mean, we were sitting there joking, having a good time, laughing, we cracking jokes. And then next thing you know, we look up and this is a crazy goal, and we're like, oh man. And then you see the reaction of the crowd, and you're like, uh-oh, here we go. And then we gave up that goal, got the penalty, and I said, oh Lord, we got to hold on for dear life. Because at that point, if we drew that game, we done. If we would have got a draw, that was it. We're done. That was all she wrote. Yep. But we hung on. We got the win, and we can get out of there. This game against Bournemouth, this game against Bournemouth and the Fulham game against City are going to be the 2 you need to watch. Because for us, we tend to, and I told you this yesterday, we tend to play these games like Bournemouth. Oh man, we're gonna walk right into it. We're gonna do everything. That's it. Coming off of 2 emotionally charged games, will they have the same emotional charge that they have for these last 2 games for this game on Saturday? That's the $1 million question. It can Havertz do what he did the last 2 games against this team against Bournemouth? Because this seems to be the problem when the pressure gets ready to get kicked on is when we play teams like this. This is where we end up being exposed. And right now, we can't look past Bournemouth. People are already talking about United. We have to get ready for this Bournemouth game this weekend because this game is major. Because if we drop any points, that's it. You got Pep coming out playing psychology with people yesterday, talking about, well, we dropped points. That's it. We lost it. You know what he's doing? He's playing the psychology role. So he's already told his team that, hey, we got to win these games. Is our manager going to tell them, hey, we can't afford a loss against Bournemouth. We got to treat this just like there's a cup final. That's the question that's going to be answered this weekend. And going forward after that, then it's 2 tests. Every game is 1 game at a time now. 1 game at a time. And people are jumping way over these games. Well, by the time we get to Everton, no. You got to worry about what's in front of you right now. Everybody's relying on Spurs. Well, Spurs is going to do. I told y'all one time, Spurs will play the academy team. They will bring in some U14 players. And there'll be some dudes you never heard of, and they'll play. And just like he said, they'll turn over and let them get the win.
Man. Yeah, they'll be spreading their cheeks, brother. It'll be like Pornhub. Do you know what I'm saying? Literally, bro. They're just going to open the door and say, "Come in."
I want to pose this question to everybody: do you think this manager will stick with the same lineup on Saturday? Are we going to see Zinchenko out of nowhere?
No. Is it any coincidence? You've just made a great point. Is it any coincidence here that since he's dropped them 2 City scrubs, we've looked great?
Yeah, I told you that in January. I said if he does not play these 2 here, we'll be all right. But if the minute he cracks, it's Bournemouth. It's the major. We'll go back to Bournemouth. We'll go back to Zinchenko, Jesus, and Jorginho. We'll go back to that. If he goes back to that, I'm afraid we're gonna be in trouble. But if he keeps it the same way he's had it the last 2 games here, I think we'll be okay. But him in that tinkering, can he get his substitutions right? A lot of stuff has to go right here in the next couple of weeks, and it's going under the radar.
Yeah, is it any coincidence that the last time we lost in the Premier League was to Aston Villa, and Zinchenko started the game? He got hooked in that game, but is it any coincidence that we lost that game? Yeah, this guy's a liability, bro. Yeah, and in that game, we were watching that. Obviously, all of us watched it. Yeah, bro, the amount of times that guy was on the right wing. Yeah, I think one of the first goal, I think it was, he was at right back off a corner. I'm like, why are you at right back, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, but listen, Tomiyasu weren't good yesterday. He wasn't good, but he was causing panic, man. And he was all over the place yesterday. He was in number 10 position.
You know what? He looked really good.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you how bad Zinchenko is. Bad as Tomiyasu was yesterday, he doesn't instill the same level of fear that when you got Zinchenko in there. Because Zinchenko in there, it's over. It is completely over. But it just goes to show you the differences, even in mistake-wise, how big a mistake it is if the liability he is versus somebody else that's having an off day,
Yeah, facts. Big up to.
Because I know you're talking about Tomiyasu. As much as we sing the good song about Trossard didn't help him yesterday, especially
he was off yesterday,
and in that second half as well. And Martinelli wasn't much help when he came on because you could see like every time there was Højbjerg. Sometimes he was getting overlapped with Højbjerg and Kulusevski and Porro. They were all taking it turns to overlap him. Like it was just like one touch, little things out their feet, and they're just getting that byline. And they're putting some good crosses in. Thank God for our defence that they're hooking it away. So, both of them were culpable in letting Spurs in. That's where Spurs were getting behind us. Thankfully, we were well drilled.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Mate, if Zinchenko played yesterday, we'd lose that game.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
We would have lost that game. Big up to Big up to Anesu. He said, big up to you, Lee. I love your content, even though I disagree. Thank you, mate. I know you're a diehard Arsenal fan, but I think you want Arsenal to win, but not Arteta. But genuinely, real talk, I couldn't care less who the manager is. I just want to win. Yeah, and if they're not winning, sack them. Yeah, and if you don't win the league this season, I want him sacked. Yeah, you can't go 4 years without a trophy and declare yourself a big football club. Yeah, it don't work like that. Yeah, it's based on trophies. For big football clubs, it's down to trophies. Yeah, and I said this before with Johnny Minerals. I've said it before on other shows with other fans and stuff like that. I'll argue that Arsenal are bigger than Chelsea. Chelsea can argue that they're bigger than us. Yeah, and they'll go, no, but we've won in Europe. We've won 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues. We completed the whole set in Europe. What have you ever done in Europe? But now I'll go, yo, we won 14 FA Cups, 13 league titles. What have you done? Yeah, then it all comes back to trophies. You're debating over trophies, which is the aim of the game. Doesn't matter who the manager is. Yeah, if the manager can't get you over the line, get another one that can. And if he can't, get another one that can. And if he can't, keep going until you find one that can. Yeah, because that's it. It's the aim of the game. But big up, bro. Appreciate the donation, my friend. Big up to Yeti as well. Man said, good job. Son's punch wasn't a 1-inch punch.
Yeah. The Yeti, man. The Yeti.
And big up to the Man United fans in my building as well. Big up Kevin, man. He says, big up to all 4 of you praying Arsenal win the Prem. I bet you are. You don't want City doing a 4-peat, bruv. Then Fergie's legacy is completely dusted, bruv, because Pep's outdone it all.
The thing is, when talking about the manager, sorry to interrupt. Talking about the manager, second, some people will find that acceptable and think, okay, give him another go. Give him another 200 million, right? Okay. Well, there has to be a point in life where you have to say, enough. You've done you've done what you can do. You've spent your dough, right? Thank you. Massive respect. But how long do you keep a rabid dog and say, it's time to go, man?
Yeah. Mate, but this is the thing. Sorry, Jez. I want to read this comment here because Jordan Davis, big up for the comment, mate, and big up for watching here. Bro, that's not my job to decide who the next manager is. I can suggest a manager and you'll dismiss him straight away. I can suggest 5 managers and you'll dismiss him straight away. How about if he leaves the football club in the summer, which he wanted to do last season, by the way? Now, he's openly admitted on camera that he thought about quitting if he couldn't get over the line. Well, what if he does quit this summer? Who would you want? Because I'll tell you right now, you can't. I could say Simeone. You'll go, well, what's he won? He ain't won anything for 3 years. Cool. Well, this guy ain't won nothing for 4. Right? Then I'll say, get Jose in. Oh, he's washed. I could say, get Conte in. Oh, he's washed. What did he do at Tottenham? Yeah, that's all the answers. So I'll tell you a name of a manager that I would want right now. Simeone Inzaghi. Yeah, he's just won a league title with Inter Milan. Absolutely walked the league, by the way. Yeah, absolutely walked it. He was in a Champions League final last season. If he'd won it, which he didn't, he would have completed a treble for Inter Milan last season. Yeah, go back before that, he was at Lazio. He's won eight trophies in the last 6 years, I think. Yeah, he's won at Lazio and he's won at Inter Milan. So he's got a proven track record of being in 11 finals and he's won 9 of them. And he's won a league title. So why would he not do a better job than a manager who can't get over the line?
Lee, it's buzzwords, though. You've got to remember, this buzzwords. It's not something we haven't heard before. We heard the same sort of buzzwords or buzz sentences when Arsene Wenger was in the dying embers of his reign. You know, there was no one else was available, according to fans who loved Arsene Wenger. Guardiola was on a sabbatical. Klopp, like I said, took a year out after he left. Dortmund. So, the myth that he wasn't available was a laughable. And we've seen many managers come and go who've gone on to manage big clubs in Europe and big clubs in this country who were available when Arsene Wenger was, on his last legs, or he was decaying, whatever word you want to use. And it'll be the same with Mikel. No one's irreplaceable. Everyone's dispensable in football. One thing about football is that there's no such thing as a permanent job at a football club, especially when you're a manager and a player. It's the equivalent of a temporary job. You're as good as your results. And at the moment, a lot of people are saying that Mikel should stay because we're second. Well, it depends on what show you go on. On here, in this show, we're further down the line, and you know what is unacceptable, which is going that long without trophies. But you go to other podcasts, you know, they will tell you and look you in the eye that we're still in the process. You know, I had a good talk with a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine, and we chatted on the way to the ground, and we had one of the best discussions about football finance and football in general. And we were at different ends of scale. He still believes there's a process, that the next process is the winning of trophies. Now, don't get me wrong.
When does that happen? Did you ask him when it's acceptable to call this shit out if we don't win anything?
Well, no. We got to that question because I predicted, you know, that there's going to become a time when, you know, maybe a year down the line or 2 years down the line, that, you know, you may ask these sort of questions. Because I'd always said to him, in life, people, you know, reach their destinations or their journeys or train of thought at different times. We're not all the same. You know, the fact is that we've run out of patience because we're not just talking about the man, Mikel himself. We're talking about a whole situation where, you know, he was brought into, we believe, to bring success. But we now know that was never on the cards. And that's unacceptable, that he was there to sort of, you know, do a process. Well, and that, you know, the Arsenal Wenger was so long, we got to trust that process. But, you know, I look at it this way. He better win this title for his own sake. Because, like I said before, there's going to come a time when all these guys are going to scream out aloud, well, this guy's available, he's winning trophies. This manager's taken as far as he can, because it's not me saying that I'm going to be right when I'm predicting the future. I'm just saying that's how life is. People do get fed up of the same thing, especially when it's not successful.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Can I just read these very quickly? Sorry, mate. Jordan's back again. I want to read another one straight after it's done. I've got a couple more, and then I'll let you go, bro. Sorry. If we sack Arteta, then it can only be if we regress. You can't sack him while the team is in a good position. Some of you aren't very intelligent. Right? Then he says, no, listen, I ain't having a dig at you, bro. I'm just saying, I'm going to close the argument real quick because I'm right. What if it backfires? Yeah, what if the new manager doesn't like some of the players and has a different style? That will only set us back. We are not Real Madrid. Let me tell you right now. Who cares if he doesn't like the players? They're paid employees and they're replaceable. Yeah, when Arteta came in, he didn't like the players and he got rid of them. What happened? We've moved up the table a couple of spots. So who's to say that the next manager that comes in doesn't like some of the players, gets rid of some of the players, has a different style, because this manager's got a different style to Unai Emery had with us and what Wenger had with us. And we've gone 6th and 8th and all of that, but we're now 2nd in the table. So who's to say that the next manager with a different style of play, who has a CV that shows he's a proven serial winner, is not going to take us over the line? And furthermore, right? Furthermore, who's to say it will backfire? Why do you think? Why straight away would you go, yeah, well, what if it backfires? We'll get rid of him as well then. Then go and get someone else. Yeah, because let's be real here. Yeah, let's just be real. When you're saying we're not Real Madrid, no, we're not Real Madrid. We'll never be Real Madrid. Do you know why? Because this fan base is not elite. Yeah, that football club is owned by its fans. Yeah, they vote in the president of their football club. Yeah, and everyone's on the same page. You got Perez on the same page as the fans. And let me tell you now,
has to be. But how people like Perez and La Porta get their work, their presidencies at these clubs is when they promise to bring in Galacticos. Like, for instance, La Porta got his first got his gig in 2003 because he tried to get David Beckham. That's how he got voted as president of Barcelona. And the same with Perez. Remember, they had Calderon and Perez. Every time they get their gigs, or they get voted as president, because they promise to raise the standards by getting a Galactico and then getting a Galactico.
And Perez said, "I'm signing Figo," and I've watched the documentary. The shit he did to get Figo in that club is crazy.
So that's the thing. So there's accountability, but at Arsenal, Liverpool as well, we trust the manager a lot. We think the manager's the alpha and omega. We've put Arteta in the kind of bracket as Arsene Wenger, where, you know what, you forget Aubameyang, forget Lacazette, forget Guendouzi, forget Mesut Ozil, Mikel, you're the alpha and omega. We trust you because we like what you're doing. And I think that's what it's like in English football. But you know, in Germany, Spain, especially when it comes to voting the president, they have to buy the fans and they have to prove they show their standards. The best way you prove your standards is getting Galacticos in.
Yeah, facts. And before I bring Matty in, yeah, not only that, yeah, it's when he said that you should only get rid of him if we regress. Yeah, let me tell you, mate, the most successful clubs on the planet have had the most amount of managers. There's a reason for that. Yeah, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, yeah, they're Barcelona, yeah, teams like that. They're the most successful football clubs in Europe in the last 20 years. What's the common theme?
Can I just make a point, Lee, before we go to Matty? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
brother.
If you look at Arsenal's history of regression with managers, yeah, Bertie Mee, first European trophy, first double, we regressed. Right? Terry Neal came in, 1 FA Cup out of 3. Yeah? Jules Graham, probably the best manager we've ever had in our lifetimes, right?
Mm.
Yeah? Did us something stupid, has gone. Arsene Wenger, fabulous manager, stayed too long. Right? So there has to be a point in time where you have to say, well, thank you very well done. You've done very well. You've done the best you can do. But now we need to actually do what we said we were going to do when we went to the Emirates. Oh, what was that saying?
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to
compete with Europeans elite.
Who's Europeans elite? Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. And Bayern Munich.
Yeah, no
spot on. And then one more thing before I let Matty go, yeah, because I'm going to go for a pee as well. So Matty just goes straight after I've said this, yeah. All right. Batman says, but if we go back to finishing 8th, then what? We're back to square one. It's a massive risk, bruv. What is the difference between 2nd and 8th? Nothing. You've won fucking exactly the same. Yeah, this is where Sky Sports have gaslighted all of you, like, yeah, right. And again, I mean this respectfully. I'm not having a dig, yeah, right. Sky Sports have conned everyone into thinking that top 4 is a great achievement. It's not. The predefined metric for success in football is a trophy. Hence why they hand them out to the one that wins. Yeah, everybody else has lost. So don't Sky. Oh, but we can get Champions League. Oh, how's that going then? Oh, but it's our first season back in it. Oh, we can go and get world-class players. Well, which ones are world-class in our team? Yeah, it's a load of bollocks. The aim of the game is to win trophies. I don't care how we win them. I don't care who the manager is. I don't care who the players are. Win me a fucking title. It's as simple as that. Sorry, mate. Go.
I'm adding a new buzzword for everybody. I got a new phrase. I got some PR. I got some Red Army PR that I'm going to start dropping on folks. This, from going forward, the Premiership is a results-based operation. Results-based. Winning is the defined metric. I want people to understand we have been sitting in this situation for 4 years. 4 years. These players are getting older. This manager's been here for long enough. We didn't go out and we don't go out and buy what we need when we need it. We don't think about insurance policies in the middle of the season. Everybody keeps going on about, oh, well, the manager, he's done such a good job. We just called off 4 games we should have won that would probably have us the title right now. But only thing that gets looked at is we finished second behind Man City. You can keep finishing second all you want behind Man City. I can tell you this. Everybody else around you is going to start getting better. Everybody else is going to start getting better. And then before you know it, you're going to close.
Well, they have to, because look at Man United. We're hearing, the Daily Telegraph has stated that the Ineos has got a wholesale sale. And the only 3 players that are safe at Man United is Alejandro Garnacho, Kobe Mainu, and Rasmus Højlund. Common denominator with all 3 players, they're all young players with great resale value, and you know what I mean. And that's big. So they want to build a team around those 3 players. Now, and that's the situation. Everyone is looking to overhaul Man City. You know, by celebrating second, you're accepting that Man City can't be beaten. You're happy with you think that it's a trophy finishing second to Man City. Well, it isn't a trophy because, you know, we've proved, all right, they've won, out of 7 years, they won 6 of their titles. One team surpassed that at Liverpool. And what Liverpool did is, as Jez will agree with me, is that you have to be pitch perfect.
Yeah.
And as good as that form was since Depay, the fact is that if we do win it, then you can cite Dubai and say, yeah, thank God we did that. But we don't win it. It just shows you that there really isn't margin for error. And I think to win this title now, with Man City being at their pomp, it doesn't matter how many points they deducted, if they get deducted or not. The fact is, to win this title, we now know you have to at least get more than 90 points, maybe 95 or 96, and you can't afford to drop many points home and away. Because if you drop points, even any stage of the season, Man City will just go on a run where they've done it year after year, win consecutive games. Don't draw them. They win consecutive games, and when they win consecutive games, you can't afford to drop points any stage of the season, even if you're on a great run. And I think that's the situation. People say, yeah, but you've got to give us a bit of credit. Yeah, you get credit for winning games, but ultimately, we're in this league to win it. Yeah. And the best way to win it is to, make sure that you have your squad's always fresh.
Yeah,
so
Kenny,
look at your squad.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's something else that we've got to have going forward. Once again, we're 4 years into this now. We need to start being ruthless with players. We have to start being ruthless. We have this emotional attachment to a lot of these players on the team. Example is this whole Ramsdale ordeal and everything. And it's like yesterday. Me and Goonie had a good spat yesterday about Martinelli. I mean, we have to start being ruthless. He's done well, but it may be time to move on and get someone better. It's just like this goalkeeper situation. Oh, if we keep Raya, whoever the second goalkeeper need to be able to challenge him for the job. That's the way it needs to be. We have got to tighten it up if we plan on competing in this league. Because when you look at City, that was criminal yesterday. They just called the bench and, hey, man, bring off Haaland. 5 minutes later, goal. Right. Game thrown up.
Yep.
We going home.
Where were our strikers yesterday? They didn't get on the pitch. Yeah, that's the levels. I want to read this comment and then the super chat. Right. Just carry on. Big up to everyone locked in. Smash these likes up as well. Pinned comment is Jez's YouTube channel, Arsenal History and More. It's Kenny Ken 1972's Instagram links there. Matty Southern Gooner YouTube channel is there. Big up LC says, personally, I feel Arteta has given the fans a lot of belief. We are title contenders second year in a row against the best City squad ever. Well, that's factually incorrect. It's not the best City squad ever. Yeah, the best City squad ever had Aguero in it and Mahrez in it. Yeah, and the best City squad ever won a treble last season. So you could say that, yes. You could say that, and I get why you're saying it. But for me, the best City squad was the one that did 100 points. That was the best City squad. Yeah, that team did it in style. This team's boring. That team, Man City, are boring, man. They're boring to watch. They're boring to watch. U-shaped football. Sideways, 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 pass. Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, that Man City's best team was the one that had 100 points, and that team was super exciting to watch. They played football how Wenger did with the Invincible team. Yeah, and the 2002 double winning team. That was how good that team was for me. Yeah. So listen, 100 points against what they're going to get this season, for me, that's factually incorrect. However, just because fans have got a lot of belief, yeah, that's because this guy took us so far backwards. Yeah, they're getting back to second, which we were under Wenger, by the way, when Leicester won the league. It's like seen as a great achievement. It's not. Yeah, Kenny, we was there marching down the Hornsey Road, yeah, with banners and that, yeah, and getting the conkeys out and Wenger out because we finished second to Leicester. Yeah, fast forward 8 years, 7 years, we're back to second, but because it's against Man City, it's seen as acceptable.
But LC's mindset, shouts, especially when you look at the last sentence, finishing second to the best City side ever. He's basically saying that we should be happy to finish for fight for second place, and that's second place of trophy. With that, it's just a buzzword. You talk about the success we had, and then you go and let yourself down with that buzzword to the finishing second to the best City side ever. And then finishing second to Pep Guardiola, who's the greatest manager ever. You basically telling everyone who would listen to you, and people are listening because we're listening, that, well, what you expect. we can't beat Man City. So let's just be
Yeah, but
grateful.
do you know where their argument falls down, right? And you made a great point, yeah, which has just led me on to this. Yeah, that's fantastic. If we, yeah, okay, cool, we can't beat Pep. Can't beat Pep. We'll have a fucking go in the cups then instead of throwing them in the binny or the water. Yeah, because when people want to talk to me about other leagues, yeah, the other leagues, the teams in the other leagues know they can't win the league. Some of them, yeah, so they go for the cups. Real Mallorca were in the cup final against Bilbao the other week. Real Betis won the Copa del Rey a couple of seasons ago with Hector Bellerin at right back. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Valencia win it. Yeah, Real Madrid, I think, have only won 3 out of the last 10 Copa del Reys or 11 Copa del Reys. I don't even think it's that. I think it's 1 actually, or 2. Yeah, Barcelona won 4 in a row or 3 in a row. Yeah, but they ain't been to the final. Atleti, they and I'll tell you who gets to the final a lot. Athletic Bilbao.
Oh,
They get to the final all the time, man. Why? Because they know they're not going to win the league. Why? Because the structure of their football club, they only take players from the Basque region of Spain, which is a pool of about 2 million people. Yeah, so the fact that they are the second highest Copa del Rey winners in history in Spain, when you've got Real Madrid and Barcelona here, yeah, it tells you all you need to know. It's about, we can't win the league. Okay, cool. Well, we're taking that cup serious then.
Look at Sevilla in the
Europa League. Yes,
yeah,
they finished 15th that season, by the way, and beat Jose in the final. Yeah, and this is my point. Yeah, it's all well and good finishing second. Well done. Woohoo, it's an achievement. We're back in the Champions League that we'll never bother winning because we don't do what's required to win it. Let's just be real with this. I don't know why everyone gets but I get to see this player at the Emirates. Nobody cares, mate. Yeah, if you want to see that player, put their league on. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying? Boring. Yeah. And it's the same thing, rinse and repeat every single season. Big up Joshua. There you go. Leipzig beat Bayern in the Super Cup. And then what you get is, but the Super Cup, it's like the Community Shield. What, the same Community Shield you lot are trying to shoehorn Arteta into winning 3 of? Yeah, or 2 of. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it's not the Super Cups in other countries, yeah, because this is a myth. I hate this, yeah. It's a myth. They are played under competitive rules. Yeah, the Charity Shield, or the Community Shield as it is now, yeah, changed its name, by the way, because they weren't giving enough money to charity. Yeah, so they had to change the name to the Community Shield, right? And not only that, it's played under, friendly rules, which is completely different. It's a friendly, it's a glorified soccer aid. Yeah, these games in other countries are not friendlies. They're professional games, and they have professional rules in them, right? So these countries, they take their cup seriously. And this is why I rate Real Madrid. And because they say to their players when they sign a player, winning the Champions League is not an achievement at Real Madrid, it's an obligation. Yeah, forget we can't get to Real Madrid. Yeah, fair enough. We're never going to be as big as them. You can still have them fucking standards, your football club. Yeah, you have them standards. Yeah, winning that league, that's an obligation. And that's how it should be. The problem is there's too much PR in English football, too much with Sky Sports, Talksport, Premier League, and all of this, absolutely ruining English football to the lower standards of these football clubs, to the point, when the award ceremonies now, you got Brighton's owner getting a trophy for being the best owner in Europe. What the fuck has that club ever won? Nothing. In 122 years, they have won 0 major honours, and he's getting lauded up for failure every year. Yeah, people would cheer if Luton stay up. Fuck them, they're shit. Yeah, they're going to end up with about 300 million quid out of that promotion. Yeah, and they've spent about 15 million. They deserve to get relegated. Yeah, Nottingham Forest, fair play. At least they spent a load of their dough when they got promoted and they stayed up. Yeah, this season, fair enough.
1978, when they got promoted to Division 1, Brighton. Just saying. 1978, they won Division 2 to get to Division
they've won titles, but they're not major honours, are they? They're not like
first division. I'm just taking the piss.
No, they've won trophies, but they haven't won major trophies. Because if we use trophies, trophies are the aim, of course. It's a fair play. However,
don't tell Yeti that. Don't tell Yeti that. He'll two European. He's watching now. He's talking about the 2 European Cups, the league title in 78, the league cups that they won under Cloughy. There was a bit of a glittering career for Cloughy. He's going to go mad when he watches his back, or he's watching now.
There it is. I knew it was coming. There he is.
Yeah.
Hey man,
who the hell are you? Yeah, he's funny, man. But no, the aim of the game is to win, and I'm sick and tired of people dismissing trophies. People dismissing not winning them and saying, but we can't compete with City. Yeah, look, here we go. We've got a City fan in the chat. It's not City's fault you lost at home to Villa. Thank you. Somebody with sense. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, at the end of the day, we've gone 2 January windows without signing anybody. 2. And if we had signed somebody, not the January just gone, the one before, we walk that title. Yeah, but again, that comes back to the summer of that year where we didn't do what was required. And I called it a 4 out of 10 window. And we all got laughed at. The summer just gone was a 4 out of 10 window.
Yeah. Well, if we want to improve our transfer, we've got to make sacrifices. You've identified player. I don't know if you mentioned Martinelli, but the fact is that it's funny we got competition for Martinelli because that's in the name of sort of Trossard and to a lesser extent Reece Nelson, definitely Jesus. But the fact is that what's going to happen this summer, I promise you, FFP is going to be, like I said, a shadow over every bit of deal we're going to make, because what will happen is that some of our fans won't be prepared to let go of certain players who they know deep down aren't going to be the ones to take us to that level, and that you can get upgrades in them. You mentioned a few names, and they won't have it. They won't have it about Smith Rowe. They won't have it about Aaron. And I've cited Martinelli. I think Martinelli, if any players regressed before our very eyes, it's Martinelli. Now, because Martinelli's had a good couple of good seasons, and he's a biggish name, and he's liked by a lot of players, by a lot of fans, I can't put him down as a player that we need to look at. Now, I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a very good player, but I do think that if we can get better out there and we can improve our squad, then why not do it? Because the money, the Cronkies are outlaying £200 million. I'm hearing rumours. Obviously, they're unconfirmed, but to go back, that's not going to be enough to overhaul our left-hand side, get the striker we need, and get some cover in defence and midfield. You're going to need a bit more than that. So, alongside that £200 million, you've got to sell players. Don't just go for the easy ones like Nketiah and Nelson and El Neni, Cedric. They're not going to bring us the money that we need in order to supplement the war chest that Mikel was going to get. But we won't make the sacrifices because, as I said before, the best teams buy when they're strong. The best teams will think, you know what, thank you for your service, thanks for winning this trophy, but you know what, I need to upgrade in that position. And I think that there's levels that I don't think you can go, because I now want to compete at all fronts. Every club, when they're successful, done it. United did it under Sir Alex. Pep's done it before our very eyes with Mahrez and Sterling. And of course, Paisley did it a lot with Liverpool. The players like Jimmy Case, all, upgraded them.
That's a proper name. That's a proper old school name, that Kenny. Big up to everyone locked in. This is the most elite chat on this platform. I can't lie. Big up the football knowledge in this chat, because you don't get this football knowledge, not only in the chat, but from the panel as well. Anywhere else on YouTube. The years of experience, the years of coaching with Matty, the years of games and so on and so forth, playing games with Matty, coaching teams, Matty, and then Jez and Kenny, the knowledge you're getting from these two from years back. And not just on Arsenal, but on football in general. But this is a great comment I wanted to read out as well. We could have started our academy team versus City last year if we'd done our job against Southampton and West Ham. Spot on, because we could have lost that game and still won the league. And big up to Offred as well. I'm doing a watch along. I know you asked me earlier. I don't know if I put it in the comments. Barcelona, Valencia later. He said Clough is an ideal example of what a top manager can do. He won the league with Derby. They'd never done it before. He moved to Forest, did the same. Plus he won 2 European Cups. They'd never done it before. And this is the point. What winds me up, right, is when people go, but nobody expected us to be there. We're the 3rd biggest club in England. What do you mean nobody expected it? Furthermore, just because nobody expects it, don't mean you can't do it. So go and do it. I expected nothing last season. When we were sat 8 points clear and 7 points clear, I expect us to win the league. Because your expectations change based on what you are witnessing. New evidence provided, new opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? We should have won the league last season. This season, we were in a great position and we've effed it up. It's now not in our hands. We now got to hope that Man City drop points. They're not dropping points. Let's just be fucking real with it. I've seen so many Arsenal fans sitting there saying, but the pressure. You're telling me this team that won the treble whilst being 8 points behind Arsenal at one point and went, we're still beating them because they're shit. You're telling me they can't play a game every week, right, when they're a couple of points behind or a point behind with a game in hand? That ain't pressure. Pressure's going to a Champions League final after you know you've already lost one, yeah, and you got knocked out in semis before that. That's pressure. Yeah, getting over the line. What did Pep do? He got over the line. And people go, but it took him 7 years. And what? Look at what that geezer has won for Man City. Yeah, and why? Because they realised the guy before him, I can't even remember who the manager was. It's that long ago. Was it Pellegrini?
Pellegrini.
You're on mute, Kenny.
Pellegrini.
Yeah. Pellegrini, yeah, is now managing Real Betis.
Didn't he win something before he left too?
Yeah, he won the league. Yeah, he won the league. Yeah. But this is the thing. He couldn't compete on all fronts.
Yeah.
Man City's ownership want to compete on all fronts. Why? Because they're elite. Yeah, they will not let them standards drop from now. I've heard so many interviews of that CEO of theirs. Yeah, Kaduna Mubarak. Bruv, that guy, every time he speaks, I'm jealous, bruv. It's like, he's sitting there, we want to be the most elite football club. We want to have the most elite staff members. We want to have the best youth team, yeah, in all age groups. We want the best women's team. We want the best players on the pitch. We want to win everything. Yeah, he said, we got massive billion-pound, trillion-pound companies coming to us to poach our staff. Yeah, he said, that is what we want to create at this football club, and we want to continue to do it, and we ain't stopping. Fuck hell, can you imagine if Conky did that? Like, instead, this guy's like shuffling around with a Zimmer frame, sending his son over to tell everyone, be excited. Come on, get out of here, man. Yeah, this lot are more interested in top four. That lot are interested in being elite. And people can say whatever they want about Man City. Yeah, the fact and reality is, yeah, even if they are done for all these charges, their fans ain't ever forgetting they've done a fucking treble. Yeah, they ain't ever forgetting that. Let's just be real with it. And I don't care. Yeah, I would love my club to act like that. Yeah, I'd love my club. But if you don't act like that, yeah, then at least have a go at something. Win something. Do something. You don't need to go and do 35 million on fucking Vieira, bro. Yeah, you could have spent that an extra 5 and got Maddison. You could have used Maddison because you don't even use Vieira.
If this manager would have taken the cup serious, I'm going to drop a bomb. If he would have taken the cup serious this year, and we would have won just the Carabao Cup, I'll just use the Carabao Cup. It would have given the team a taste of winning. Therefore, it would propel them on to probably win the league. You can't. What our fan base is doing is just hopping straight to, second, we're competing. You have to win. You've got to see silverware because you want a taste. You get a taste of it, you're gonna want it again. I would say something else, but this is PG.
That's exactly what Pep did, mate.
PG show. I keep it clean.
That's exactly what Pep did, right? Jose did it as well. When Jose turned up at Chelsea, and this is what winds me up about this whole myth of, but we can't compete with Pep. Yeah, Jose Mourinho's team, they did back-to-back league titles. His squad was younger than any squad that Arteta has ever managed. Right? Not only that, he was going up against invincible Arsenal. He was going up against prime Fergie. Yeah? Where was Jose's excuses? He bowled in and said, I have not one from the bottle. I think I'm the special one. Yeah, and he showed he's the special one because he went and done it. But what cup did he win that season first? Oh, yeah, the League Cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and when Pep walks into Man City, it was Man City's cup every year. 4 years straight they won that. Yeah, why? Because it instills the winning mentality. You're spot on, mate. Yeah, this fan base here, not all of them, large percentage just fan base. Go, oh no, that's just shit cup. Just give me second place. I'd rather second place. Yeah, all of us have. Yeah, it is arrogance. All of us have seen Arsenal finish 12th in 1993, and what did we win that year? 2 cups. Nobody give a shit about 12th. Nobody cares. We won 2 trophies. That's the aim of the game. And when people want to waffle about Man United winning the League Cup and we had a better season, shut up, man. Yeah, they won a cup. Yeah, and they've added that to their trophy hall. Yeah, and that's what the aim of the game is about. Yeah, it's mad. It just winds me up. But this is what we're up against, mate. That's what we're up against. Can we get these 3 super chats and I'll let you guys go as well. In the NBA, us Americans have a saying, you can only be called a superstar in basketball when you win the championship. Your stats mean nothing until then. Facts. Big up Carlos dropping facts. Big up for that, mate. Big up to Dow as well, Oregon Goon. Hope you're well, mate. If the Arsenal board really wanted to win something, they would have given Arteta some money in January to get what we need, not just a goalkeeper on loan. Mate, this club's always been like this. Always been like this, mate. Yeah, when no one was available, we'll make them available.
Hey, you remember when
you
remember when you said he didn't know Mbappe was for sale? Mbappe was what's his name over United? Martial.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. What's he waffling about? Big up to Stephen as well. There's big up Lee and Top Blokes chat quality as always. Big up to you, my guy. Appreciate the super chat. And yeah, this chat is elite. Yeah, this chat is elite. But yeah, what do you think we can do, Jez, like going forward? Because if we don't win the league, we ain't sacking him. Let's just be real with it. Yeah. So what do we do next season? Yeah, because I think some of these players, yeah, as Kenny and Matty have said, they need to be binned. But can we do that? Can we get rid of these players? Can we go and sign players that are better than not just what we've got, but better to get us over the line against Pep? What do you think, mate?
Well, there's a lot of players there, man, that's got to go. Certainly, they've got to go out the door. I would be looking Nketiah for sure. The guy's done and dusted. Zinchenko, I want you gone. Jesus, you're not the levels I thought you were going to be. And I really was excited when you joined us. El Neni, you can go. And maybe Reece Nelson, you can go. But Ramsdale will be gone for sure. He's not going to play second fiddle. We know that. So that means we've got to bring a keeper in to strengthen behind Raya. It's going to be a transition. Again, I'll use that term, Spurs term, it's transition.
Top Spurs.
You know, we haven't invested correctly in the right times of the season. Will we get the players in we need in those key places? Because it's not just getting those out the door and replacing them, right? We need to strengthen the main squad as well. And we're not going to do that with 200 million quid, right? We're not going to do that. We've brought in Havertz, who has sort of started to show his qualities, and I hope he progresses. So that's something we can put to one side, you know. But the fact is, Martinelli, I'm concerned about him. He seems to have gone backwards. Wasn't impressed with him yesterday at all. I can't lie. I thought he was poor. So there's a lot. It's been a lot of positions that we need to actually look at and think, well, are we actually going to improve on these areas? Because I'm no expert on this. Absolutely not. If you start bringing in this FFP thing, can we even do that? I don't know.
Well, big up to this comment. I can't find it now. It's gone. Feliz said we're hamstrung under the FFP. That's because this manager spent 90 million on 2 City scrubs, 35 on Vieira, 16 on Sambi Lokonga. I could keep going. It just winds me up. I want to mud this idiot first before I share that, mate. Yeah. All right. Oh, 1 second. Mate.
Avon calling. Mate.
Appreciate it. Sorry about that, fellas. Rams unveiled their 2024 draft house, a $16.5 million mansion. This is for the NFL draft. This is just a player. They call his name, walk across the stage, and that's it. And people are just watching on TV. $16.5 million. This summer, it's time to start asking for this board and these owners to start spending some money and spending it the right way. Because if you can spend $16.5 million on a mansion for 1 day, for 2 days rather, then surely you can find 20, 30, 40, 50 million to spend it on the right player to get us over the line.
Interesting.
Let that sink in. Lee, I don't know if I'll bring it back for you because you might have missed that because you was at the door. I'll bring it right back for you. I'll bring it back for you. Like he's talking.
Sorry, lads. Sorry about that. Sorry. Go on.
Bring that back, Lee, because you probably missed all of that.
Yeah. Sorry, lads.
All right. So the Rams unveiled their 2024 draft house, a $16.5 million mansion in Hermosa Beach. So, Lee, what this is they have like draft parties where basically you just watch the NFL draft. They take a card, call your name, go across the stage, and that's it. You're done. $16.5 million on a house for 2 days.
A house for 2 days. That's 16.
Let that sink in. This is why I said this summer, everybody's gonna get a dose of it. Everybody's gonna get a dose of it. The
This
manager's
is
gonna get a dose of it. The ownership's gonna get a dose of it. This decrepit fan base in areas are gonna get a dose of it because it's time out, man. We've been doing this song and dance for too long. I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at City win everything. I'm sick of it personally. I'm sick of watching City win everything. And sorry as United is, sorry as Chelsea. They've been, both of those two teams have been in almost 4 cup finals combined. And here we are talking about a damn Champions League place in second place. And I'm watching my owner spend $16 million on a house for 2 days.
It's 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, but that $65 million could be the difference between winning the Super Bowl again. You've got to remember, it seems like we now know they can spend money because with the majority of their sporting, like sporting businesses or franchises, they have won, so they can do it. And I think that's the situation in England. We want them to do the same thing. If not do the same thing, then you make sure the club spends its money wisely. You've got a transfer committee there of Vinoy, Mick Arteta, Edu, Per Mertesacker. Come on. You've seen how it's done with Man City. You've seen how they've got 2 players for every position. You know that what needs to be done. Surely you must have stats on players' performances over the season and whether they've progressed or regressed. And you think, you know what, can we do better than that? Everyone's talking about Raya being the number 1. There's a lot of fans who say to me, you know what, there's no difference between Raya and Ramsdale. All right, if that's what you think, then you manage to get a number 1. And out on that number 1. So spend the money because maybe we won't win the league because we don't have the goalkeepers in the class of Alisson. We'll get that then.
We had that, and he got rid of him, and he went on to win a World Cup.
So that's the thing. We know the areas we need to improve. We know how we can win this league, and we just see win the league because of their squad, the quality of their squad. So let's just do that. It's not rocket science. Just provide the money. Facts.
And I'm going to ruin this mutant now, who subscribed to the channel, and because he doesn't like us. So big up to this mutant, Owam Mavandaba, who says, I subscribe to you just to say this channel loves talking negatively, not positive. You guys are an embarrassment of Arsenal fans. Bunch of fake fans. Yeah, cool, bruv. How many games you been to?
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers, pal. How many games have you been to? What year did you start supporting our club before you started infesting it? What year was that? Yeah, because I guarantee, the guy sat next to me, has been to nearly 3,000 games live. His granddad was going before your great granddad was fucking probably still floating around his great granddad's fucking sack.
And he's
subscribed. Get out of it, man. He's dickhead. Thanks for subscribing. You can unsubscribe and fuck off to Mutant Fan TV now, mate. But before you do, you can have a double unskippable. Bosh. In fact, I'm going to make sure you're definitely getting one as well. Bosh.
Right. He was, whilst we're watching, you know where he watches Arsenal? On Star Sports. That's where he watches the games. Star Sport. Live and exclusive on Star Sport. Co-commentator Andy Townsend.
He watches the Tata Sport.
Yeah,
that's old school.
Yeah, so enjoy it whilst you can. The thing about it is that just because you slag us off and you get, are we going to change our minds?
You're talking about that house they rented in America, $16.5 million. I reckon you could hire Buckingham Palace for less than that.
Ain't it crazy? I can tell James' mind is blown by that. Yeah, $16.5 million for 2 days, 2.5 days for the NFL draft.
To be fair, Feliz in the chat said that they could rent it out afterwards. Yeah, but it's a good point. They probably will, but the point is they've spent that just to do a draft.
Yeah, a draft 2 days
when they could have done that somewhere else. And they could have rented the place instead of buying it. Yeah, I understand this.
If you want to be the best, if you want to be the best, pay for the best. That's what you put. What did
I say yesterday? What I said?
$5 million for 2 days.
That's what I'm
Come
talking.
on, man.
JB, even if it's a tax write-off, what the hell is behind the player? I'm a businessman. That's a tax write-off. Oh, I paid $5 million for this striker. I used to charge. I used to the company plane to bring him over. We put him up in a hotel. We gave him a tour to Emirates. That's all the tax write-off. They spend the damn money where it needs to be spent. I told you this summer I'm coming for the Cronkies.
Right, if we don't win the league and he don't get sacked, I'm on the Cronkies. Pause. No,
Yeah.
did he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah.
Cronkies next season, because how long do you go without winning anything before it's acceptable? Because do you know what it is? Yeah, I've never seen, right? And listen, we may well win it, and I hope we do, but I've never seen a more protected football manager in world football ever for having no CV at all. Yeah, we're not Luton Town. We're not Luton Town with that. What's his name? Rob Edwards. Yeah, he played there for 3-4 years. This is Arsenal Football Club. Win or fuck off.
If the Denver Nuggets, if they lose this year in the NBA playoffs, at any point, it will be a discussion that they will talk about firing the manager. I promise you. I'll drop it in the chat. I guarantee they'll be talking about, we need to go ahead and get rid of him because we can't get over the line. That same mentality needs to be here at this football club.
Big up Hengedi. He said, I hope that the minibar was free.
Yeah. So do I.
It's crazy. Listen, we are going to wrap this up in a second. We're going to redirect to Northside. He's going live in 50 minutes. And I'll be back again in an hour, just over an hour, for the Barcelona-Valencia game. And I'm looking forward to that. I want to see Xavi tears. That'd be nice. Real Madrid. Let me tell you the stand. This is the levels here. Let me tell you guys this levels, right? So I was picking these two up at the airport on Friday night. And Dave, end the stream, Dave, he's a Real Madrid fan. Yeah, people go, why you got an English guy on there supporting Real Madrid? His name's David, brother, and he's Spanish. Yeah, real talk. He might look English, but he is actually Spanish, and he has a Spanish passport as well. Right? Anyway, he texts me, and I swear down this is true. I'm going to read the text right now, yeah? This is the levels, yeah? This is the levels that our club should be doing as well, right? Because I'm sick to death of second is great, right? So he texts me and said, not sure. Oh, no, hold up. Wait a minute. So I ain't fucking got it. So I swap phones. I ain't got it. He said to me, when you get a chance, check out my video. I've just uploaded a video on my channel. Yeah, he said, I'm absolutely seething. Yeah, that was a spineless performance, an absolute disgrace to Real Madrid as a club and for the badge. Yeah. And I texted him, I said, what's the score? He said, we won 1-0. The top of the fucking league. Yeah, that is the levels. And I need to rewatch. I didn't watch the game, yeah? I'm going to watch that game and I'm going to put the volume up. And I guarantee, from what he's saying, I guarantee their fans were booing their players while the game was on. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. But if we do that in England, it's toxic. Think of their mental health. Fuck off, hijo de puta. Yeah, how about win me a trophy and think of my mental health? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Fuck off. It's true. I've had 20 years of this shit. Get out of here. Win me a title or get out, man. Honestly, it's bullshit. Yeah, but this is the thing. It's just, it is proper elite mentality, bruv. Wait, big up Flawless as well for the rage. Yeah, my guy, bruv. Yeah, my guy. Big up Flawless. A real one. Yo, big up, man. Yeah, Real Madrid are saying kills, but do you know why they're saying kills? Because they have the fans on board from day one. Yeah, from day one, they were the founder members, along with the original founder. You probably know this, Kenny, and Jez, maybe. I'd imagine both of you, even you, Matty. There was 5 or 6 original founder members of the European Cup. Real Madrid, I think Chelsea. Yeah. I think there's a club that's no longer in existence.
In France, a team called France.
Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore. They changed or gone to a different.
Stade de Rennes.
Hold on, I get it.
Yeah.
AC Milan was one of them.
Yeah, AC. Yeah. Original founders. Smash these likes up, guys, of the European Cup. European Cup. How was the European Cup founded? I did this on a stream the other week, yeah? The original founder members. I can't fucking find it.
I know it started in... Was it in France? It was originated in France.
55-56 was the first season. Yeah, it was in... hold on, where was it?
You remember we said...
Servette is obviously Kieran saying Servette FC.
Yeah, so they played Real Madrid, right? So the first original, it was a 16-team tournament, right? Check this. This is mad because I didn't even fucking know this team was in it as well. This is the team that knocked Bayern Munich out this season, the third division team. Yeah, Starbrücken. Starbrücken finished third. Yeah, Hibbern, right? So these are the teams, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm lying. These were the teams, yeah. Right, the first ever Champions League. Rapid Vienna, Voros Lobogo, yeah. They are from Budapest in Hungary. Sporting Lisbon.
Oh, yeah.
A team I can't pronounce from Sweden. Anderlecht, Milan, Starbrücken, Servette, Hibernian.
Yeah.
Hibernian, how random.
Yeah.
Hibernian. Oh my word.
Hibernian, a team called Rot Wies Essen, some German team. Until I've probably butchered the way. Yeah, see, he's fluent in German. I butchered that one. Yeah, PSV Eindhoven. A team called AGF Aarhus Reims.
That's it, Ream. That's right. Ream, yeah. That's what
Vardia Warsaw, Polish team. Real Madrid and Partizan Belgrade. They were the original first Champions League ever. First team, and then fucking Real Madrid obviously won, I think, the first 5, I think. Right? But then the standards were set because they'd won them. Yeah, they'd won them. And that is why when they sign players, they tell them it's not a fucking achievement to win the Champions League. Yeah, that's an obligation because they've and that's ingrained in the history of that club. I've been to that stadium, right? And people get the I always keep blaming, comparing the two clubs. Now I'm comparing the mentality. There will never be nobody will be as big as Real Madrid. They're the best team in the world. They're the biggest club on the planet. Nobody will get anywhere near them, right? And for me, it's the mentality. Yeah, because the mentality, they know that that's the standard. It's been set. We are never dropping below that standard, and they haven't. And when they do, yeah, everyone's getting sacked.
You remember we was up that night and we was watching something where the owner at that time was like, yeah, I'm putting together a team because I want to win every trophy for the next 30 years or something like that. It was some crazy quote. It was something crazy, but it was way back in the 50s and 60s for him to come out and say that. And they literally done that. They've literally done that.
Yeah, that's the levels, bruv. That is the levels. Yeah, and people don't like it, man. Yeah, they don't like the fact that we keep the standards. Our standards were set. Yeah, we were winning titles. Yeah, we were playing football, winning trophies. We've all seen so many trophies between us. It's crazy. So how do you go our fucking standards to finish second?
How do you go from going undefeated to just being satisfied to finish second, qualify for Champions League?
PR, the brown envelopes. PR. Yeah. But listen, we are going to wrap this up. I'm going to redirect to Northside. It's going live in 45. Who are you going live with? Just on your own, yeah? Yeah. Reacting to Topspurs. Oh, reacting. You can go live now if you want. It's up to you. I can redirect now rather than waiting 45.
Tell him Deji in the mud.
Go live right now. Northside's live right now. We're going to redirect to Northside.
Mud, that Joe. Deji is in the mud.
No, I don't think Deji's turning up, bro. He's hiding. That's what I asked him. You know, does the show with Deji. He ain't turning up. Jez, always a pleasure talking football with you, my friend. And thanks for your time as always. What have you got coming up, man?
Well, I was going to do a thing tonight, but unfortunately I can't. So, Kenny, I was going to ask you, are you around tomorrow or Thursday for the weekly chat? I can't do Wednesday night.
Well, Thursday's fine. Thursday's fine. Do it Thursday then. That's all right.
Right, 7 o'clock, yeah?
7 o'clock Thursday. That's 7 o'clock Thursday. Yeah. Oh no. We'll do it tomorrow. What time tomorrow are you talking? Because we could do it. So I've got Dan at 7. So I could do we could do it before, was it 5 o'clock or something? 5:30?
What, tomorrow? Yeah, can do that.
Yeah. So because I can't do it on Thursday because I've got a bit of, but tomorrow I can do it because so tomorrow I know what I'm doing then. I've just done this. I've got Igal at 8 o'clock. I've got a boxing show at 10:30. Then I've got Jez at 5:30 tomorrow. Then I've got Dan at 7 o'clock. And
busy.
You're in demand, mate.
Yeah.
And Saturday I've got a game against Bournemouth at 12:30, live and exclusive at TNT Sports.
Now I'm doing it tomorrow, man. I know I was going to do it tonight. I said 7 p.m, but I can't do it tonight, mate. I've got something to do with the wife, and it's not sexual. can't do tonight, mate. So it's going to be tomorrow night, 5:30, if you are about. And I'm going to try
Yes.
and I'll drag a couple of people else in as well. Talk about what's going on and everything. There we go.
I'm around tomorrow too, Jez. I'm around tomorrow and Thursday, so you fine.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I'll have to let you know because I've got these guys here. But I should be all right to join tomorrow. I should be. I'm 90% sure I'll be there as well.
Cool. If Northside's still with you, you can join as well.
He'll be at the airport.
Oh, fair.
His plane 25:08 UK's plane's back. He's getting on the plane at 9:25 my time. Right. Yeah, so 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So yeah, I could join 7 p.m. tomorrow. Is that what you said?
Kenny said, what
Yeah.
did you say? 5:30, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yes, that's 6:30 my time. Perfect. I'll be there.
Yeah, all right, mate. Right.
I'll be there. 100%.
Matt, if you want to join as well, you're more than welcome.
I'm free. Yep, I'm free. Just drop the link in the chat.
Well,
Yeah,
mate,
big up to
I'll
everyone, man.
We're going to dissect the Yeti because he let us down, basically.
Man, did y'all see those tweets from Chris Wood? Man, as a City fan supporting City back in 2012.
No,
we get off. I'll find him and see if I can drop him in the back chat.
Well, that's probably why he was missing all them sitters yesterday.
Yeah, man, he was wide open yesterday. Just that was crazy. All those sitters he missed.
Mate, it was almost like they'd given him the brown envelopes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyone seems to say that. Everyone seems to say that. But you know what? City, City, not the Forest, huffed and puffed. But the day, mate, we just have to keep winning our games and see where it takes us. I rely on no team. Spurs. If Spurs don't beat Chelsea and don't beat Liverpool, they're going to try and get City.
Yeah.
They probably won't try and get City anyway if it means us winning the title. The fans won't let their players hand us the title.
Yeah, facts, absolute facts. Matty, always love, man. What you got coming up, bro?
I will be on with Jess this week, and of course, getting ready for the big game on Saturday, man. Get ready for the big game on Saturday.
Yeah, happy days, man. Listen, all the links are in the title. No, they're not. I'm lying. They're in the chat, pinned comment. I couldn't get them in the title. But listen, big up to everyone locked in. I'm going live in an hour for Barcelona versus Valencia. Northside's going live now. We're redirecting straight to him right this second, and he is going to go live soon as you get there, guys. Big up to everyone locked in, man. And lit show as always. And we roll on to next Saturday. Laters.
Take care, all.
Take care.